this function here in 59, g of t, this is called a piecewise function because we're given, in this case, two pieces. Now we're given this linear function, right? Slope is 3, crosses at 9, so it's an increasing linear function, line increasing, and that happens, we get that graph when t is less than negative 2. So when we're to the left of negative 2, now here's negative 2, so when we're over here, we're going to get the graph of this line. But then when we get to negative 2 itself and to the right of negative 2, then we get the graph of this line. I'm going to start with this one here, just because it's in the positive, goes to the positive direction. So if I'm at negative 2 or more, we're graphing this line. Now look, this is really in this form right here. Isn't it really like this? Here's the equation, y equals negative 3 minus 1/2 t. But really I could think of it as negative 1/2 t minus 3. There's the slope, and here is the y-intercept. So I have a slope right here of negative 1/2 and a y-intercept of negative 3. So I know the line crosses at negative 3. So I'm going to come over here to negative 3, and I am, be careful, are we to the right of 2, negative 2? Yeah. All right, we're over here, negative 2 is here. So I'm going to come to negative 3, I'm going to put a point here. That point I know is on the line. Now I can get another point by using this slope. So remember, the bottom number tells us the horizontal change, the top number the vertical change. So I'm going to go to the right 2, down 1. So from this point over here, I'm going to go to the right 2, down 1. Right, to the right 2, down 1, and I'll put another point. And you know, those are kind of close together, so I'm going to do this again. So starting at this point, I'll go to the right 2, down 1. So I'll get a few more points. Makes it a little easier to graph. And then maybe again, to the right 2, down 1. Okay, now if I come back this direction, where do we go? Well, I can't keep going. This only goes until we're what? Negative 2 or more. So if I come up here, where are we? Well, we would be where? What did we do to get here? We went to the right 2, down 1. So what if we went up 2 to the up 1 to the left 2? Okay, just do the opposite. Instead of going to the right 2, down 1, go up 1 to the left 2. Now that negative 2 is not included, so open circle here at, no, it is included, right? It is included. So we're going to have a point right there. Let's draw the line passing through those points. Here's what we get. And now, what about this line right here? Well, now we're going to be to the left of negative 2, right? So we're completely on this side over here. So where would this cross? This crosses the y-axis at 9. All right, now if I put in 9, that's over here, but that's on the right side of 2, negative 2. So I'll just kind of keep that point in mind. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a little circle here, and then I'm going to come back and erase it because it's not part of the graph. Now, the slope here, right? The slope here is 3. I could write that as 3 over 1. But if I try to draw those points, what would I be doing? I'd be going to the right 1, up 3. And if I'm at that point, to the right 1, up 3, that's not the direction I want to go. I want to go to the left. So what if I just rewrite it like this? Negative 3 over negative 1. Same thing, right? But now, I start at that point, I go to the left 1, down 3. So I start at this point, left 1, down 3. I'm still on the right side of the negative 2. So do it again. To the left 1, down 3. All right, now, that's where I want to be. But I can't use a closed circle because we are strict inequality right there. So where was I? To the right 1, to the right 1, down 3, to the right 1, down 3. I'll put an open circle here. Let's keep making those movements to get more points. So to the left 1, down 3. So I know I'll have a point here. I'll do it again. To the left 1, down 3. So there'll be a point there. All right, let's connect, pass a line through those 3 points. So we've almost got it, except that point up here, right at the top that I had in yellow, that's not part of the graph. All right, so there is our graph. This is the graph of this piecewise function. So you can see to the left of -2, we have this piece. To the right of -2, we have this piece. So if this is to describe some phenomenon, this is an interesting phenomenon because what's happening? When you're less than -2, you're increasing pretty steeply, right? For every 1 unit of input, you get 3 units of output. But then suddenly, when you get right to -2, it just suddenly drops, and then you're on your downhill slide.